Dragon Tail Tarot, my channel. Thank you so much for being here. This is our weekly spirit animal messages. We use a special animal tarot deck to get the messages for each of our 12 beautiful zodiac signs. We always have a great time pulling these. Spirit animal cards have always been a very big favorite of mine throughout my work and years as a reader, so I'm always looking forward to doing those with you. I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend. Hope you're relaxed. Hope you are rested and feeling good. So let's go ahead, guys. Before we get started, I'm just going to put that out there that if you're brand new to the channel, if you have not been here before, always I invite you to reach out, hit that subscribe button, join the Dragon family. Also, give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know that you enjoy the content here on this channel. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like more information on the card decks that I use in my readings, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information will be below in the description box. And tonight, after I do my 12 general readings for all of our signs, I will be opening up for personal readings for those of you who make a $10 or more donation throughout the duration of the live stream. You can ask me a personal question and I will pull cards for you of your choice. If you want to do animal cards, I'll do those. If you want to do, the regular tarot, we can do that as well. So I will be opening the chat up for that after we finish our general messages. Sorry, my hair. Just gotta get that thing up. Gotta get that thing up. All right, so let's go ahead and start out with some sage and sweetgrass. I always like to burn a little sage and sweetgrass as we get going for our beginning of our readings. Always going to do that to clear our space, to clear ourselves. So let's go ahead and do that, guys. Dear angels, dear ancestors, and of course our dear beautiful animal spirits and friends out there. I do put out this energy for you guys to clear, cleanse, set our intention, get us ready for what is ahead tonight. Then we're going to get our sage going, which is a beautiful way to cleanse and clear as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Clear our little dragon pal here. Alright, y'all. Get the cards cleared up as well. Always like to do that. Alright, so let's go ahead, and I'm also going to get into our tuning forks. Always bring those in for a little bit of good sonic vibration before we do any reads. And these are tuned to the vibrational frequencies of the sun, the earth, and our root chakra. Hey there, Susan. Hey there, guys. Yeah, I don't know if a notification went out because usually there's a whole lot more people in here by now. Yeah, usually there's a whole lot more people in by now. So I can't control what YouTube does. I can't control what they do. I don't worry about it. My followers all know that we're here Friday and Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So, it would be nice if they would put notifications out consistently and routinely, but they don't. I can't worry about it, God, I feel so good. Hey there, Marie. Yeah, they may be a little slow on it. It's okay. I know, Susan. Me too. I did a really massive workout today. Well, last night, I should say. It was last night. And my legs are, my legs are like rubber today. So I'm glad I'm just sitting down. I was like, I'm not doing any leg workouts tonight. Nope, that got me. That got me good. All right, y'all. Let's start it up. I'm ready to get going. All right, y'all. Let's start out with Aries. Let's see what we've got for our rams and our sheeps. Let's see what's happening up for the peeps. Had a great weekend, actually. It's been a little, yeah, I've been working hard, guys, because, you know, I run an eBay store. That's like a big thing that takes up my time. You know, I don't just do this. You know, I'm a freaking Capricorn. I've always got stuff going on. So, you know, if I'm hard to get a hold of sometimes, that is why. I am a busy little goat girl. And, but anyway, yeah, this weekend was great. There was a gal in here on Friday night for Fire Dragon Friday named Sharon, and I did a on-the-spot, you know, reading for her, and she's awesome. She and her friend Lisa have a channel called Nasty Women Tarot, and, and I got on their channel last night when they were live streaming. They are an absolute hoot. They are great. A ton of their subscribers subscribed to my channel. My numbers went up. I was really happy about that. That was pretty cool. So we might be having a bunch of new folks coming into our streams in the future from their channel. And I will be probably collaborating with them in the future as well. I love their vibe. They're super fun, super positive, very funny. They laugh a lot like I do. And so that was a cool thing that happened yesterday. This Nasty Women Tarot. They're not really nasty, but they're feisty. That's what they're fiery, you know, they're dragony like me. So I'm yeah, it's very cool. They're a good little group. And so, yeah, I really am looking forward to working with them. So that was something really fun that happened over the weekend, guys. Oh yeah, most definitely. We're going to be doing that. And I'll probably have them on my channel as well. I love working with good people. So, all right, Aries, let's start out. Let's go ahead and jump into your spirit animal reading for the week. I already mentioned this when I started the stream, but I will be opening up the end of the chat to personal questions for anybody who donates $10 or more. After we do the 12 general readings, we will do that as well for anybody that's interested in getting a personal question answered on the spot. So $10 or more donation, and I will do that for you after we do our general readings. Hey there, David. Hey, Fry. Hey, Krista. Good to have you back, my darling, my dear Capricorn sister. Hope you went back and watched your read for on the Fridays. The Friday readings were incredible. Last week's new moon readings were also incredible. Lately, I don't know what's up, but sometimes it's like you feel extra clear or extra things coming through, and it just has been feeling that way for me this last couple lives. It's like, boom, like it's really been strong. Like my intuition feels very strong. Like I can just really, I don't know. It's like sometimes it's stronger. And I know when it is. Like, I know when it is. And there's been a lot of synchronicities coming through in the cards and a lot of just messages. Like, I'm feeling the freaking downloads. So it's been pretty cool. All right. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. I'm kind of meandering. Aries! Third time's a charm. When I timestamp this will be when I put the timestamp. All right, Aries. Love you guys. Let's see what we've got, dear animal spirits and friends and guides. What do we have for our beautiful Aries this week? Let's get some messages for them. Please bring through first one main spirit animal guide that they will be working with the strongest this week. Show us our awesome Aries out there, please. Oh, yeah. Squirrel Spirit, Aries. Believe in yourself. This is also, to me, Squirrel Spirit always feels, I mean, literally funny enough, but squirrel is a verb. And it means to squirrel something away, to save something away. And that's what people, of course, noticed in this creature, so that's why they named it that, right? The name is the action, right? They squirrel things away, they save for the future. So I would say that, this is a week, Aries. Believe in yourself, believe in the work that you're doing, and also save for the futures. Do something with an eye to what's coming next, because this is sort of that be prepared. Anytime I see squirrel spirit, I'm like, that to me feels like get prepared, get ready for something that's coming down the road. Let's get into your animal tarot here, Aries. Let's pull 3, please, for you for the week ahead. Woo, these are popping. Wow. Okay. Whew, an intense week. We've got Scarab Spirit, 10 of Wands. This is all about ending a burdensome cycle, some kind of difficult thing being put down. You may be working too hard, Aries. That could be saying as well, squirrel energy, coming through. It's kind of like, get prepared, do your work, but don't work yourself too hard, because the 10 of Wands is all about, ambition is a good servant, but a bad master. It's about taking on too much sometimes, and it is the end of difficult cycles. So this could be a week where you decide to put some things down. Super Scorpio energy is coming through for your reading this week, Aries. You might be involved with a Scorpio or have Scorpio in your chart, but there's a lot of transformation going on. You've got the Whale Spirit coming in. That's the same as the Judgment card in the traditional tarot. To me, Judgment is the higher vibration of the Death card. It's all about resurrections, rebirths, regeneration, phoenix from the ashes, rising back up. So you may feel very much that you're rising up. You've got clarity. There's some kind of awakening after putting something very heavy down. And we're really strengthening up that Scorpio energy again, because we also have the Cecropia Moth Spirit, and that is our Death card in this deck. So we've got both of the power cards from the major arcana that represent Scorpio and Pluto energy. This is why I feel like this is an intense week of some big revelations, some big personal breakthroughs. Scorpio and Aries naturally have a connection between each other because, Scorpio used to be ruled by Mars, just like you, before Pluto was discovered. Pluto is a later discovery. Mars is a much more visible planet. So, ancient astrologers knew about it way, way longer before they knew about Pluto. But this could be a week of, setting something very heavy down, something very difficult coming to an end, identifying things where maybe you put too much energy or too much hard work into something, and it's really time to let it go. It's time to rise up, and it's time to transform. This is that, it's that simultaneous energy of destruction and renewal. Knocking something down to rebirth something, and real truth emerging. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. Owl Spirit, the moon, right? So the moon is all about seeing through the shadows, seeing through the darkness, using your psychic power. I feel like for a lot of my Aries, you might be finding out some major information, some sort of secret or mystery being revealed, anywhere that you might have felt deceived or confused in the past. A lot of that confusion is coming to an end, but this is an intense week. You've got 3 major arcana cards, the moon, judgment, and death, and you've got the 10 of Wands, which is a big, burdensome, troubling cycle coming to a close. So I feel like my Aries, you guys are having some sort of breakthrough, some sort of epiphanies or revelations that are very deep on an emotional and psychological level. So it's very, very Woo, it's very powerful. So Squirrel Spirit Aries, get ready, because you've got some things that are going to be, you're going to be shedding off that skin. That's what I feel. Let's get an affirmation on this for Aries, please. And we've got our dragonfly. And the dragonfly in a lot of spiritual meanings is seeing through illusions, right? So there is this feeling of seeing through illusions this week. Beauty, versatility, spontaneity. You're being guided to put yourself in the spotlight. You're beautiful in countless ways, and your soul shines brightly. You possess a unique, vibrant personality and great versatility. Utilize these qualities to create a life of passion, purpose, and joy. So yeah, definitely use your versatility. Use your vibrant personality this week, Aries, to move through some of these big cycles. I feel like this is big things coming to an end and other things coming to a beginning. Could be some major revelations about, other people and yourself, right? Big psychological and emotional breakthroughs, especially for any of my Aries that have been, doing any counseling or any kind of psychiatric or therapeutic work. That's really going to come through. Wow, what a read. That's a powerful one to start us out. My goodness. All right, Taurus. Taurus, how are you doing, my earthy folks? It's beautiful outside today. It's really nice, earthy, green, grounded. Feels very Taurian to me, even though we're heading into summer. It still feels very springtime here to me in a lot of ways. We've got a lot of flowers blooming and all that kind of stuff. So Taurus, let's see what we've got for your spirit animal messages for the week. Dear spirit animal, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Taurus folks out there. Whatever messages and encouragement they need for their week ahead. And please let's start with one main spirit animal to help them the most this week. Ooh, Lion Spirit. So let your light shine this week. Be generous of spirit. The lion energy to me, of course, I can't help but think of Leo. So you may have some Leo in your chart, Leo in your life, but this is a big-hearted energy, right? Be generous of heart, be generous of spirit. This is, a noble kind of energy, sitting in your power, really radiating that sun. Leo's ruled by the sun, so they have a natural sort of golden glow about them. So this to me, Taurus, is saying, be generous with your heart, your time, stand up for what you love. This is very pure, like noble energy. That's how I feel about the lion. So let's get into your tarot for the week, Taurus. Let's get 3, please, Spirit, for our Taurus folks. Nice. This feels good. This feels like a good week. Chimpanzee Spirit coming out first with the 2 of Pentacles. Balance, going with the flow, having more fun with the work that you do. To me, the 2 of Pentacles is about that balance. And it is very much about staying in the moment, right? It's that tightrope walker. It's that person, you've got to stay in the moment, in the present. Don't worry about the past. Don't fear about the future. Stay grounded in the moment, because each step that you take is important. And it's also important to bring back the fun into your life, right? If you've been working too much and not playing enough, or vice versa, it's time to bring those back into balance. You could also be working on balancing your money and your resources this week. The Beaver Spirit in the center is the 7 of Cups in our traditional tarot. So this is, it can be a lot of choices. Many times I say that the 7 of Cups is a little bit of that overwhelming feeling like you've got a lot of options. You've got to make some decisions. It's time to come out of procrastination or overthinking something and just make the choice and go forward. Third card out is the Hummingbird Spirit, and it is the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is a beautiful energy. It is celebrating celebrations, homecomings, feeling good within your home, feeling good with the people in your home. Four of Wands is also linked to soulmate, twin flame journeys. And so to me, you know, this could be getting back into the moment, not worrying so much about the past or the future, making some clear decisions. And no doubt we can be feeling kind of fuzzy. We are in the last week of our Mercury retrograde, y'all. And so, yeah, the mind is just not as clear during those times. So, Taurus, if you're feeling a little fuzzy, that's totally fine. But you do need to start clearing things out, prioritizing, and making some decisions going forward. Our hummingbird spirit really does, to me, bring out a lot of victory, happiness, you know, rest after labor, you know, after you've done a lot of hard work. And we do on the bottom, yeah, giraffe, 8 of Pentacles. This is just one step at a time. Apprenticeship, quality work, mastery. And of course, when I see the giraffe, I think about seeing the bigger picture too. This is a week of learning and teaching, and it, you know, maybe both at the same time. See the bigger picture this week, Taurus, you know, and come from the heart. Make decisions from the heart. Do the right thing. Stand up for what's right in life. It's a very nice week. Just got to make some decisions. You just might have to come out of that procrastination rut. That's a thing. All earth signs get into that thing where they sometimes have hard times making those decisions. Let's get an affirmation on this, please, for Taurus. I love it. Yes, love the synchronicities. Hummingbird and hummingbird. Hummingbirds are very linked to joy, happiness, romantic harmony. Yeah, they're all of those things. Confidence, motion, adventure. You're being guided to be grateful for the relationships within your life, including the one you have with yourself. You possess the power to attract positive change in your life, expand and stretch yourself in new ways. Love yourself unconditionally, and the world will do the same. Great advice. Really good advice for this week, Taurus. I really like this reading. And guys, I have a cup of tea that I forgot to go grab. It was steeping before I started the stream, and I totally forgot to bring it in here. So I'm going to go grab my teacup. I will be right back. We all have our priorities, and my priority is tea. Nice Irish breakfast tea. I needed that. Gotta have our tea. All right, y'all. Let's get it going for Gemini. Hey, Corey Ann. Good to see you in the chat, honey. Oh, it's been a good weekend, y'all. It's been a good weekend. All right, Gemini. Happy birthday to all my Geminis out there. I hope you guys have been doing awesome. We are traveling through Gemini season. We are challenged by the Mercury retrograde in Gemini. Oh my word, I heard some funny stories from a couple of my friends yesterday about their Gemini retrograde experiences. Woo! I'm like, oh man, I'm like, just don't go out. Like, don't go out. Stay at home during retrogrades if you can. I swear to goodness, it's not worth it. All right, let's get some messages for Gemini. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, Please show us what you got for our awesome Gemini folks out there. Show us any messages that they need for their highest good this week. And please, let's start out with one main spirit animal for them that will be working with them the most this week. And we've got the Stag Spirit. Yeah, so Gemini, take the lead. Embrace your strength. Speak your truth. That's a big one with the stag. Interesting. I think I had a dream about either a stag or an elk last night. It was some big antlered creature that was bellowing, right? They make that noise. They really speak it out. So this is also one of the most ancient creatures in the Druidic tradition. The antler is really creating that gateway to the next world of spirit. So it's a very, very powerful, strong creature, strong energy. Let's get into some tarot messages for you, Gemini, with our animal tarot, please. Let's get 3 on this, please, for Gemini. Go get it. Go get it. This is, oh, this is a good week. Look at this. Starting out with our Knight of Wands. So this is Sagittarius energy. This is the flip side of your energy, Gemini. So you may be making some progress in some relationships this week. That could be happening. You could be coming out of stagnation because that is movements, travel, adventure, things speeding up. Things definitely speeding up. Right in the center, we have the Jaguar Spirit. That's our Queen of Swords. So to me, this is about cutting some things out of your life that don't work for you anymore, really sitting in your personal power. This is Libra energy, so it brings things back into balance. If somebody hadn't been treating you right, I think you're going to tell them off. You're going to let them know about it. And it's powerful, right? It's that taking the lead. If you're at a job and people haven't been treated right on the job, you may be the one that stands up and says, you know what, this isn't all right. And you might leave. You might just put your foot down and say, I'm out of here. That would be a more extreme outcome for some of you, but this feels very strong. This feels very strong. And look at what's coming out at the end. I mean, it all comes down to the 6 of Swords. There's a major decision that you're coming to. Like there's movement, there's, you know, things speeding up. Queen of Swords is all about really, you know, standing your ground, kicking out the ne'er-do-wells, kicking out the people causing you conflict or difficulty, and very much standing in your strength. And that 6 of Swords, the Stork Spirit, that's all about leaving the old drama, chaos, conflicts behind, making a very strong head and heart decision to move towards better days, better times ahead. Very nice. Very nice read. On the bottom, we've got our blue-footed booby. There he is. He popped up in your reading there, Gemini. One of our favorite little guys. And you know, this is the 2 of Swords in this deck. And the 2 of Swords is the same Libra energy as the Queen of Swords. So to me, there is some kind of decision that you've got to make this week. That 2 of Swords is all about, you know, having indecisions, maybe being at an impasse, information overload, right? You know, and so you've got to make a choice. You gotta make a choice. Yeah, our little bluefoot booby. He's our favorite. He's our little favorite guy. They are so cute and funny. They really are. I love them. They're from the Galapagos and they've got them bright blue feet. And yes, they do the little booby dance when they're trying to court each other. It's actually really hilarious. But yes, Gemini, this is definitely an air sign kind of energy. Definitely some Libra in here. Definitely moving in a direction that restores harmony, peace, you know, just ending to chaos, ending to conflict. If you've got people in your life that have caused you that, or situations in your life that have caused you that, I think you're really taking the lead and moving yourself and maybe other people as well out of there, right? You're just like, let's get out. This is not working. This is not healthy for us. So definitely a powerful and empowering week for Gemini. Let's get an affirmation on this for you. Polar bear spirit, brave, resourceful, and enduring. I do feel that with this read. You are being guided to ignite your spark for life and triumphantly move forward toward your heart's desires. You possess the emotional and physical strength to navigate any landscape with grace and conviction. Yeah. You're moving things on forward in a good way, Gemini. I think if you've put up with any malarkey or, you know, idiots in your life, or if someone else you know has been putting up with it, you're like a firebrand this week. You're like, no, Queen of Swords, we're cutting that out, right? Cutting that on out. Oh, I did have a question from one of our members, one of our family, dragon family members, from Tanisha. And she asked, how do you know what your spirit animals are? How do you know what your spirit animal guides are? That's a great question. So I told her that I would answer it during tonight's live stream. And, you know, because I think that that has quite a lot to it. There's quite a lot to that. I would say that from the time I was a kid, I was connecting with animals and animal spirits. And I think that it's a very personal journey. I don't think that anyone can necessarily tell you what your spirit animal guides are. Now, when we think about, you know, indigenous peoples and groups across the world, it was really, really common to name people after animals or after things in nature. Flowers, plants, you know, weather, the stars, the sun, the moon, you know, different things like that. And of course, animal spirits, you know, there's many indigenous people that have names that are, you know, connected to a specific animal, many times because they would either observe, you know, the behavior of the person as being similar to that animal, or it was a name that they were given to kind of lift them up. You know, it's like step into your power, step into your strength. If somebody names you, you know, an eagle, you know, or golden eagle or something like that, you're gonna have to really live up to that name. That's a lot. That's a lot to take on. So there is that, you know, but in modern times, you know, we really don't have that same, you know, intense, intimate connection to nature that indigenous people used to, which is really, you know, a tragedy. If you ask me, it's really a terrible thing that we've become so disconnected from nature and from the animals and from the earth. I think that the more disconnected we get from the earth and nature, the sicker we get on an individual and large, you know, global societal level. So in your search to connect with your personal spirit animals, I would say notice the things that come to you in a recurring way. If you have dreams about a specific animal again and again in your life, you probably have a connection to them. For me, when I was really, you know, kind of a young teenager, the animals that really came through for me biggest always in my life have been birds. Birds have been a great love of mine since I was a little kid. My mom even said that when I was, you know, very, very young, you know, not much more than a baby, she said, when I first saw birds, she said, something just changed in your eyes. She said, you saw those birds and it just was like just something happened. So I just know, like, for me, birds of all kinds have always been a big deal. I've always loved them on all levels. And crows and owls, when I was, you know, a teenager, were really coming through for me a lot. A lot. I actually would find many crow feathers in my yard back in those times. Like, it was just all the time. So I know that crows were a big thing for me. And owls were a big thing. I would find their feathers as well. And they would come through in my dreams a lot too. Other animals that I've dreamed a lot in my life are spiders. I love spiders. I won't kill them. No matter how big or small or whatever they are. I just won't kill spiders. Another thing, yeah, I've dreamed about bats. I've dreamed about wolves. There are certain ones that will come through for you, of course. And you know, in my Chinese lunar cycle, I'm a dragon. I'm a double dragon. So, you know, I definitely feel akin to the dragon spirit as well. So whatever it is for you, I would stay very open. For Tanisha or anyone that has that question about finding, you know, your personal spirit animals. And just like Krista said, you know, sometimes they do change. There are going to be ones that come through in your life to really help and support you at different times, right? At different times you will. So I would say that, you know, sometimes it's, you know, what comes through in your dreams. Sometimes it's what comes through every day. Like I got my little chickadee up here. I love my chickadees. Chickadees come around all the time. They poke their little faces into the window and talk to me. I feel very strong about those chickadees. So, you know, it's like it really just pay attention to what's around you. And if you're working with, you know, animal spirit cards, that's always a great thing too. You know, you can get into a nice meditative state. You can reach out, ask your spirit animals and guides, you know, which ones would like to come through the strongest for you. And then, you know, pull the cards you're guided to pull, read about them, and, you know, invite their energy into your life. So there's different ways that you can kind of connect with different animal spirits and guides. It would be nice if we had a much more, you know, clear kind of way that we did that in the modern world, but it's a little bit more, you know, scattered, I guess is the word. It's a little less focused. So we have to kind of make our own rituals. We have to make our own ways of finding those things. So I hope that that helps answer a little bit of that question. You know, because it is, to me, spiritual stuff is always a personal journey. There's no real right or wrong to it. You know, it's interesting too because, and like I'm seeing fireflies right now. It's interesting because I'd been talking about that a good bit. Oh, there's a couple of them out there. Oh, that's great. I can see them flying around, flashing their little light outside the window. That makes me really happy. That makes me really happy to see. So it's things like that. You know, if you suddenly notice, you know, certain creatures or certain animals or, you know, things coming around you all the time, or you think about it and then you see it, there's definitely a little connection there. So yeah, I would say take it on a personal level, but then you can also, you know, use books, use cards, to connect with those, you know, spirits as well. Because it's, yeah, everybody has their things that they need at different times. To me, you know, animal spirits are a source of strength, encouragement, inspiration. It's something that helps us to realize that there's something bigger than us, right? You know, that's, I think, humans can get so lonely. We get so lonely and so isolated, which is bizarre considering there's almost 8 billion of us in the world. It just doesn't seem normal that we would be lonely, but we are. And I think that, you know, a big part of why we're lonely is we've really destroyed a lot of nature. And when we realized, hey, you know, we're just one of the creatures on this vast planet, we share it with countless other, you know, fellow earthlings, you know, birds, mammals, bunnies, lizards, all kinds of stuff. You know, it's like we don't feel so alone because, you know, they will talk back and they will connect with us, but we have to take time and we have to be patient to let that happen. There's a great channel, not a tarot channel, not a metaphysical channel, but it's a bird channel. It's a Canadian lady named Leslie. She has a channel called Leslie the Bird Nerd. And it is one of my favorite channels to watch for bird videos. She is just a great birder. She's one of those fabulous people who has been able to take the time to stand outside with the seeds in her hand, and so they come to her. Like, she gets blue jays, chickadees, nuthatches, all kinds of birds eating right out of her hand. So that is, to me, life goals. Like, to have a bird eaten out of your hand. That's what I'm about. So definitely, if you have the time, check out Leslie the Bird Nerd. She's a great one for just learning more about birds in general. Yeah, but yeah, so I say it's a kind of personal journey. Yeah, Krista knows. She's a Canadian up there, right? She's watching the Canadian birds. The Canadian Grey Jay. Oh, I love the Canadian Grey Jay. Hey there, Gwen. Good to see you. Ah, oh, I know. Krista, they're so cute. They're so, so, so cute. Is there anything much cuter than a little chickadee? I don't know. They're so adorable. Their little personality. They're so curious. They're so bold. They're brave. I swear chickadees have no idea that they're like that big. They don't. They think they're much bigger than that because they're very brave. So Tanisha, I hope that that sort of helped answer the question a little bit, even though I know that's not super concise. But I feel like in modern times, our journey to, you know, learning and understanding our personal spirit animal guides is a little bit more intuitive. It's good to just feel it out. Feel it out. You know, if it feels right, it's probably right. You know, that's the way I feel about that sort of thing. But yeah, definitely. It's a fun journey to take. You know, and I, like I said, you know, for me, using cards or using books about animal spirits, it can really be a nice guide, right? It's a nice guide. It's a nice accompaniment to have and take in along with your real world experiences, you know, your dreams, things that you find, feathers, etc., right? I will never forget, like there was a time, me and my dad, oh my gosh, and he was born in the year of the snake. So I would, you know, in the Chinese year of the snake. So I would always joke and call him the snake, which was hilarious because my dad didn't really like snakes. And I was like, but you are the snake. So we would kind of I would get him with that. There was this day that he was looking up his ancestors, and he was going through these old cemeteries to find the graves of some of his old ancestors. So we actually went out to this old grave site, and indeed one of his old ancestors, his very old relatives from like the 1800s, was buried there. It was actually a pretty incredible experience to find it. And guess what we found as we were walking through that graveyard? We found this complete, perfectly shed off snake skin. And I was like, I picked that up and I was like, Dad, it's a sign. I was like, your person is buried here. We're gonna find them. And we did. So I'm saying there's certain things like that that just, you know, you don't have to question it. It's just presented there for you, right? It's like, this is where your family is, and here's your snake skin. Thank you very much. So yeah, that was a cool experience. I'll never forget that. He was very excited. I think he was more excited about finding his ancestors buried there than the snakeskin, but you know, I thought that was pretty friggin' cool. It was also a good heads up to watch out for snakes in the cemetery. I was like, well, we should probably watch where we step. Because there's some healthy snakes hanging out here, you know. Oh my goodness. Most of our snakes in Georgia are not very poisonous or dangerous at all, though. Most of our snakes are really chill. Like, I've never had a bad experience with a snake here, so, you know. All right, let's get back into our readings, guys. Let's jump back in. Let's see what's going on this week for our beautiful Cancers, our fabulous crustaceans out there. Let's see what we have got coming in for Cancer this week. Let's see what's happening, Cancer. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Cancers for this week ahead. Let's get some messages for them, anything that they need to know for their highest good. And let's please start with one main spirit animal that will be helping them throughout the week the most. Oh, I love this card. It's so pretty. This is so pretty. On so many levels. So the Swan Spirit coming through for you this week, Cancer. Time for a deep dive. Swan Spirit to me, I actually have a swan tattooed on my arm. And the swan is connected with music. It's so strongly connected with music. In the Celtic tradition, very strongly connected with the harp, which is a big reason why I got it, because I play the harp and I play the Celtic music. So there's a strong connection with music, that speaks to the depths of the soul. We're not just talking about any kind of random music. We're talking about deep soul connected music, stuff that really speaks to and heals your heart. I would also say that the swan is many times rising up above confusion, depression, melancholy, because there is that melancholy that also comes with that. And so it's really about transcending those things as well, through the power of the soul, through the power of the arts. So yeah, this may be a week, especially, a lot of Cancers are very creative people, a lot of musicians and artists in that sign. It's, sometimes people are surprised by that because it's a sign that's very connected with the home, mothering, nurturing, all those kind of domestic things. But Cancers are also very creative people. I've known plenty of them that are. And so this could be a real time, to heal yourself through artistic expression, creative expression. Yeah, go within this week, Cancer. This is some time for some healing, some revelations. Beautiful energy. It's a beautiful energy. Let's get into your tarot. Let's pull 3 from this deck, please, for Cancer. Nice. Wow, that feels like some big completions here. This could be a week where you've kind of been going through, kind of processing some things that you might have been sad or down about. The Manatee Spirit, 5 of Cups, loss, but there are hidden solutions and better times ahead. This is the card in the tarot where we have the, person down at the River of Tears with the 3 of Cups knocked over, and the 2 of Cups are still standing behind them. So I always say that this is a card that deals with disappointment, loss, grief, but it's also that reminder that at the end of that grieving process or that disappointment, not all is lost. There's still a lot of good things to focus on, Cancer. So to me, this is sort of like cutting your losses, grieving what you've, been disappointed by, but then moving forward in a good way. Going in the center, we have the Gorilla Spirit, the 7 of Wands. That's a strong energy. It's a very strong card. It's about courage, standing up for yourself, feeling like you many times have the high ground in a situation, so you're not willing to, not willing to back down for other people, especially, and this is also, to me, that feeling of pick your battles wisely. Pick your battles wisely here, Cancer, because, all those battles are not worth fighting. Not all those battles are worth fighting. Some of them are and some of them aren't. If this is really somebody attacking you on a deep personal level and it's something that's very important to you, absolutely stand up for yourself. But if it's just some little thing, don't worry about it too much, right? That's how to choose that. We do have the macaw coming out here at the end of this. We have the World card, and our World card is Saturnine energy. It is lessons being completed, big, powerful cycles coming to an end, and new opportunities opening up. So, this is as well, the World card is also the last card in the major arcana cycle. So that's why it is those powerful completions, closure, things coming all the way back around for you. And so, this is beautiful new beginnings, contracts being completed, infinite possibilities opening up. I feel like you might start your week out kind of in a little bit of a slump, feeling kind of down, but I feel like you're going to work for it. You're going to pull yourself back up, embrace that courage, embrace that personal strength, and then you're going to go forward. On the bottom, we have the Hyena Spirit. That's that 10 of Swords. So this is, to me as well, a difficult cycle coming to an end. There could have been some wounds, some kind of, feeling of, betrayals or having someone, you know, not do something that you wanted them to do, that kind of feeling. But there is recovery here as well, because it is the end of the difficult cycle, not the beginning of it. So I do, wow, Cancer, go deep within, do a little bit of healing work, do some intuitive work. This is really a healing from the inside out, right? And once you've done that, once you've given yourself space and time to grieve and heal, it's time to go forward, because there's some really great stuff coming through. Let's get into an affirmation for you. Oh, yeah. See the bigger picture with the giraffe spirit. That's the big, you know, message here. Optimism, insight, and perspective. You're being guided to stand above your preconceived thoughts of lack. That's what that Five of Cups is about. Stay grounded, keep a broad perspective, and appreciate what matters to you. Life is what you make it to be. Wow, this is really coming back to your power. Begin today to enjoy the process of life, be spontaneous, and allow the world to fascinate you. I do. I feel like you're kind of surmounting something that kind of might have had you down in the dumps this week. So beautiful. So beautiful, Cancer. Love that. Well, Brokai, I will tell you, these are general readings, and so like I said, you know, you might feel them play out from your perspective. You know, that's the truth. That is the truth with a general read. There's many times I do general reads and I'm like, wow, I feel that one. Like, you know, so that's why I love, you know, and the cool thing is about these things is that we have all 12 signs represented in our chart, right? We do. And it's just a matter of where more of the focus is, right? We have all the signs in our chart because it shows that whole 12 zodiac wheel, right? Our chart, all our charts are like that. But we have places in our charts of more focus. Like for me, I've got 4 planets in Capricorn. 3 of them are in my 12th house of Pisces. And so you can absolutely see why doing a lot of either psychic, intuitive, or musical work is a huge part of my life. It's just right there. Boom. Big focus. And it has been. Even if it's funny, even if I didn't know astrology, like I'd look at it and be like, oh crap, you know, that's what I've been doing my whole life because that's what I'm interested in. So that's what it is. We all have all 12 signs represented, but it's a matter of, do we have planets in certain signs in certain areas of that wheel for us personally? That shows us where most of our focus will be in our life. You know, that's really what it's about. That's why learning your personal astrology is super powerful. Oh, yeah. Corey Ann, are you a Capricorn sun on top of that? You got a lot of Cap and Libra. Wow. That takes some work, girl. That takes some work because that's a lot of square energy. It's a lot of squares. It takes some work. I know I have that square because being a dragon. Oh, so your sun is Capricorn too? Ooh. Because I'm a dragon. I'm like a dragon. I'm a fire dragon in Chinese astrology, and that's Aries energy, which is not patient. But then I got 4 planets in Capricorn, including my sun, and that is patient. So I said it's like my dragon and my goat, you know, they struggle back and forth. Like the dragon's like, I want it now. And the goat's like, hold on, dragon, we gotta wait. I'm like, ah. It helps to understand why that's in there. Yeah. It helps to understand why we have those personal battles within ourselves sometimes, you know? Because sometimes we have, all of us, you know, all of us have things that are easier to deal with astrologically and more challenging to deal with astrologically. We all have it, you know? Yeah. I can understand. I mean, I've got 9 squares in my chart. 9 squares is a lot of squares. It's not as many as my dad had. My dad would always brag about his 15 squares. I don't think I've ever seen that many. That's the most I've ever seen. 15 squares in a chart. That's a lot. And that can be a doozy. Oh, you got to do a lot of fancy footwork to to work with that pressure. It's a lot. Yeah. 9 is a lot too, but I think, you know, it's like I've just sort of learned to like deal with it. Like you just know that it's there and you know you have to work with it and through it. It's the way it is, you know. You get to learn how to drive this vehicle, right? Oh yeah, I've had my Vedic one done too. Yeah. All right, guys, let's jump on into Leo. Let's see what's going on with our lions and lionesses out there. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got, Leo. All right, dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us what you've got for our beautiful Leos out there. What do they need to know most for their highest good this week? Any words of inspiration and encouragement that they need to hear? And please let's start with one main spirit animal guide that will be helping them out the most for this week ahead. Show us Leo. Nice. I really like this one. The electric eel spirit coming through as your main guide this week. Bring your ideas to life. So I would say, to me, this feels like very electric energy, almost feels very Aquarian, right? So if you've been kind of in stagnation or you've been feeling kind of, you know, lackluster, kind of down or kind of sleepy, you know, just a sort of like maybe even brain fog, this is like giving you that zap. It's giving you that pop. It's bringing you back to life. It's kind of waking you up, and bringing new energy to your ideas, to your thoughts. If you're working in electronics or technology of any kind, that could also be very applicable to you as well this week. So it's time to give yourself that electrical pop there, Leo. I love that card. Let's get into your tarot. Let's get into the Spirit Animal Tarot for Leo, please. Let's get 3 on this for them. Oh, big time movement. Wow. Oh my goodness. Woo! Getting rid of a lot of complacency this week. We're starting out with the horse spirit, so that's definite movement, and it's the Chariot card, which of course is a card of forward movement, victory, travel, coming out of stagnation, understanding both sides of yourself, the dark and the light, the yin and the yang, the masculine, the feminine, the positive, the negative, the sun and the moon. Really understanding both sides of yourself very strongly. This is the Cancer power card. So if you have any Cancer in your chart, that could speak to you even stronger, because Cancer energy is all about the subconscious. It's all about understanding the two sides of themselves and balancing that together in one powerful galvanized force going forward. In the center, we have the Fox Spirit, Knight of Wands. This is fast moving energy. This is Sagittarius on this card. And to me, this is all about coming out of stagnation. It's all about things moving faster. Fortitude, passion, leadership. Right, so it's like this feels like a week of a lot of movement. There could be quite an electrical spark, or you might be getting some kind of news that just spurs you into action and pushes you forward. You might feel like getting this message from like shot out of a slingshot, right? It's like that, bam, you know, you just go flying forward. It might be a really rapid feeling week. Like you might be struggling a little bit to catch up, because it's like, oh, we're going, oh, we're going. Like, because sometimes you get in that holding pattern and you think, well, I'm just waiting, I'm waiting. And then it starts moving. It's like, oh, it's kind of exciting. So on the third card, look at this. Another card of movement is the Six of Swords. And this is a very powerful card. It's actually one of my favorite cards of the tarot, is the Six of Swords, because it really shows coming out of conflict, going towards better situations and times, leaving behind the old struggles, the old drama, the old headaches, difficult situations with people, a bad job, a bad home situation, etc. Whatever it is, fill in the blank for what it is for you. But this is a week of movement here, Leo, because Chariot, Knight of Wands, Six of Swords, getting in that boat, moving forward. Literally, all three of those cards are about forward movement and getting out of stagnation. Oh yeah, jeez. On the bottom, we've got the Four of Cups, the Frog. This is about coming out of stagnation. This is, because this is that feeling of having been in place of apathy, complacency, waiting around on something to come through. I think a lot of my Leos this week, you're finally kind of saying, you know what, I've had it. I've had it. I'm putting my foot down. I'm done. I'm getting out from under this darn tree. I've been waiting on, you know, a certain person or certain situation. They keep saying we're going to do this and we never do it. I'm gone. I'm moving forward, right? This is nice. Let's get into an affirmation for you, Leo. The Condor. Woo! Yeah. Big picture here, Leo. Transition, vision, and determination. You're being guided to soar above any difficulties or self-imposed limitations. Life is a matter of perspective. Find the silver lining, see beyond the ordinary, and visualize yourself doing extraordinary things. You are an extension of source power. Love it. Condor feels like King of Swords to me. Condor is like King of Swords. And it really is. It's like bigger picture, making the master plan, thinking about the future, going, you know, forging a new path. It's really nice. That's a great read, Leo. It's like move, move, move. It is quick, quick. Get ready. Get that seatbelt on. You're going to need it this week. All right. Virgo, y'all. Let's see what we got for our Virgos. I love my Virgos. Y'all been going through it. My Virgos are going through it. Y'all are having quite a sacred journey these days, whether it feels like that or not. A lot of my Virgos are just aggravated and annoyed. I know. A lot of them are. A lot of it is Gemini season, Virgo. Hang in there. We're getting through it. We really are. On the 20th, the sun shifts up into Cancer, which is a lot easier for y'all. But, you know, Gemini season is a challenge. It's a challenge for Virgo. It's a square to y'all. So hang in there, babies. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. Oh, if you're a Leo watching a Virgo reading, I will tell you, all Leos go through a Virgo progressed time with their sun, and those progressions are long. So, you know, a lot of Leos bring in a lot of Virgo energy as well. There's no doubt, because all Leos will experience a Virgo solar progression in their life that can last quite a number of years. Oh, yes, it can. All right, let's see what we've got for you, Virgo. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Virgos this week. What is going to be guiding and helping them along for their highest good? And let's start out with one main spirit animal that is going to be helping them the most this week. Show us Virgo, please. Whoa, these all want to flip over. Just one, please, guys. Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. What a wonderful card for Virgo. Oh my goodness. Perfect. Clear out the clutter, detox, feng shui, purification. Do all your good dietary stuff that we know Virgos do. This is definitely your spirit card. Absolutely, Virgo. I love that. Any kind of cleansing, clearing, on either the physical, metaphysical, spiritual, emotional level, it's definitely there for you guys. So let's see what we've got for you. Let's get 3 cards on this for our Virgo folks, please. Yeah, the frog is a long, well-known spirit of cleansing. They do, it's interesting at night. I go walking through the neighborhood and I often hear like the bullfrogs making their little drumming sounds. It's really pretty cool. First card up for you, Virgo, is the Bear Spirit, Queen of Pentacles, Earth Mother Protection, a noble soul. I love my Queen of Pentacles. She is my Capricorn queen, my bunny rabbit queen. Virgo, you also share in that crown. You know, she can definitely share in that Virgo and Taurus energy. This is our earth sign queen. So I feel like this is very strong. It's stable, it's powerful, it's nurturing, good with money, good with oh, what's the word? Boundaries around money and how you know, either help people with money or not. You have a very good sense of what's worth investing in or not. This is a little bit of that minor arcana empress energy. It's that earth mother. It's creative, it's abundant, it knows how to make more of things, and it is very protective of itself and its home. Nice, nice spirit. Nice spirit. In the center, we've got our dragonfly spirit, the Eight of Wands. So this is optimism, things speeding up, communications especially speeding up when it comes to that Eight of Wands. You might be getting a lot of messages this week, a lot of information coming back and forth. Some of it might stress you out a little bit. Some of it, I'm just going to say, some of it might stress you out a little bit simply because we are in Gemini season. We are in a Mercury retrograde. Mercury is your ruling sign, Virgo, and it's in a square sign. It's in Gemini. So I absolutely feel a lot of my Virgos, like their brains are just sort of getting turned topsy-turvy, upside down all around. They're having to review a lot of things. And the biggest challenge right now is to just not overthink. Don't overthink. Don't overanalyze. Right now is a great time to purify, cleanse, detox, relax, take that sea salt bath, take that spa day, and just take good care of yourself. You know, that's what I'm feeling for you, because that's going to bring you back into balance. Here's our elephant spirit coming out at the end, the Justice card, right? There's that nice feeling of equilibrium, wrongs being righted. You know, this could be a week of that, you know, a lot of natural law coming into it. If you feel like somebody hasn't been treating you the best, Virgo, or somebody done you wrong, this could be a week where you feel like things start to get righted, or at least head in that direction. Very nice read. Stay strong in your power. That Bear card, that Queen of Pentacles, is a strong, strong power card for you guys. On the bottom, we have the Death card, the Cecropia Moth Spirit. So I do feel as well, Virgo, there's some kind of big transition. Something's being destroyed to make way for renewal. So it's a very powerful week indeed. Cleansing, clearing, detoxing, coming back to balance. And yes, taking all of the text messages and the emails and the calls that you may be getting with a little grain of salt. Don't let it overwhelm you. Don't let it overwhelm you, because to me, you know, sometimes that Eight of Wands can just be those messages flying through the air. For some of you, it could be love messages even. You know, Eight of Wands is also connected with that fire and that passion. So take it as it resonates, guys. Take it with a grain of salt. See what comes through. Let's get an affirmation, please, for Virgo. The sheep. Yeah, be gentle with yourself. I definitely feel this. I also feel a lot of Cancer energy with the sheep, because the sheep in Chinese lunar astrology is associated with the sign of Cancer. Compassionate, gentle, and youthful. You are being guided to have gratitude for all that's in your life. Begin today to walk your new path. Remove any unproductive relationships or situations and connect with your authentic self. You're a kind, compassionate person who shines brightly. I would say that's very true of Virgo. Very kind, very compassionate people. So give yourself that gentleness. Give yourself that grace. The frog spirit is a definite sign of cleansing. I cannot honestly think of a better one for you, Virgo, because it is about clearing out the emotional or physical clutter. Yes. Hey there, Gina. Thanks for joining the chat tonight. And I saw Brenda Tarot in here. Always love to see her. Yes, yes. All right, guys, let's get into Libra. I hope my Libras are doing well out there tonight. Hope you all are having a great one. Let's see what we've got for you for your spirit animal messages for the week. Dear spirit animal, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Libras coming in. What do they need to know this week for their highest good? And please show us their main spirit animal for the week that will be working with them the strongest. I love it. Oh, the lion spirit. Yes. So Libra, speak from the heart, come from the heart. Be generous of spirit, generous of heart. This is some strong Leo energy. You may have a Leo in your life, or you may have some strong Leo placements in your personal chart if this is coming through really strong for you. So definitely beautiful, beautiful energy. I love the lion. It has this very noble, honorable kind of energy. It doesn't play games, right? It doesn't play games. It's very straightforward, comes from the heart. Leo energy, right? Lion energy is also very creative. So you may be feeling extra creative this week, Libra, but I would say, you know, just be very straightforward, come from a place of the heart, don't get things too conflicted, right? It's like if that's where your heart is, speak from that place. Let's get into your tarot. Let's get 3 on this for Libra, please. These are just coming out so nice and easy. It feels like very nice cards. Wow. Starting out first with our macaw spirit here, Libra, the world card. This is beautiful beginnings and endings, right? Because to me, this can be those powerful endings and beginnings. This is the last card in the major arcana, so it really does wrap some things up. It does bring the Leo energy back into it as well, because the signs on this card, this is a Capricorn card, actually. It's ruled by the planet Saturn. So that's why it has that energy of lessons learned, cycles completed, going to the next level after having, you know, done a lot of hard work, right? But it also has all 4 of our fixed signs involved in it. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius also are part of this card. So you may feel a real connection to some of those signs in your life. Right in the center, we have the giraffe spirit, 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like, you know, this is definitely a work week. Like you're really focused on work. And I don't even know if it's so much like the work that you're doing right now or the work that you're planning for in the future. Because between these 2 cards, I feel that this is this very sort of consistent, persistent work and effort that you've put in on something, and you have this higher mind's perspective of where it's leading you. Giraffe spirit is very expansive, right? Sees things from a bigger place, a higher perspective, looks into the future and says, I'm going to work at this. I'm going to do my best every single day, because if I do, it's going to lead to something really awesome in the future. And that's the feeling I get about this. You might be kind of starting a new job or thinking about a new job or where you want to go next, because to me, the world is very much about, you know, old doors closing, new doors opening. And the 2 of Wands, our flamingo spirit coming in, is definitely about new doors opening. That's like an ultimate, like, new door opening kind of card. You may be making some decisions about where you would like to go next, Libra. You may also be doing this with a partner. Not surprising. Many times Libras like to do things with a partner. So definitely take the first steps. 2 of Wands is exciting. It's Aries energy. It's new doors opening. It's fresh new energy coming through. Taking out that globe and saying, where in the world do I want to go next? What adventure do I want to focus on in the future? And oh my gosh, look at what's underneath is our bee spirit, the Wheel of Fortune. And this is our Jupiter ruled card. So this is about the wheel moving forward in your favor, things coming out of stagnation, you know, life cycles, major events. And there's an interesting connection between the Wheel of Fortune and the World, because both of these cards include our 4 fixed signs. Yet again, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Those signs may be very strong for you because both of these cards are coming up Both of them include those signs in them. And to me, this is about major events. It's like one thing, one big thing with that world coming to conclusion, Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune moving forward. And I feel like it's all as a result of this Eight of Pentacles, which is all about you doing that consistent, persistent effort and work each day. This is about doing your very best, right? Learning and teaching, right? That's a teaching card, is the Eight of Pentacles. It's a real teacher-student kind of energy. You know, you may be going back to school or taking classes, or you may be teaching those classes yourself. Sometimes both, Libra. Let's get an affirmation on this fabulous week ahead. Yeah, we got the Heron Spirit coming out. That's a powerful water bird. Detachment, faith, and harmony. You're being guided to follow your inner wisdom, find clarity, and focus on purpose, passion, and joy. Begin now to reinvent yourself and your life. There you go, right there. You're a powerful co-creator with limitless inner wisdom and infinite potential. Yep, yep. New doors opening. New doors opening. Very exciting there, Libra. We know who's coming next. Scorpio. Scorpio. Hope my Scorpios are doing great out there. Hope you're doing fabulous, my Scorpions. Let's see what we've got for your spirit animal messages for this week ahead. Your animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us what we have for our beautiful Scorpios out there. Any messages, encouragement, advice that they need for their week ahead. And please let's start out with one main spirit animal that will be helping and guiding them the most. Ooh, I like this one. Elephant Spirit, learn from the past. Wow. All right. So to me, this is definitely, we have that, you know, the old saying, an elephant never forgets. Elephants have great memory. There is that connection there with them. In my animal tarot, they use the elephant spirit for the justice card as well. So I do feel like there is that sense of balance, harmony, equilibrium, fairness. It's very grounded energy. When I think about elephants, I feel like very grounded to the earth, very connected, rooted, solid, stable, strong. So Scorpio, you may be getting encouraged to kind of learn from the past this week. Pay attention to past cycles in order to sort of, you know, predict or understand current or future events. Very, very nice. Let's get in. And also, yeah, get grounded. Get grounded, get strong. Get solid within yourself, Scorpio. Let's get 3 cards from our animal tarot on this for Scorpio, please. Wow. Okay, Scorpio. This is an interesting one. We're starting out with our bunny rabbit spirit, 7 of Pentacles, reaping what is sown, constancy and perspective. This is all about planting those seeds, planting the intentions, cultivating your garden, whatever that garden is, whether it's a relationship, a job, home environment, parent-child relationship, etc. That is very much what this is about, because what you reap, what you sow, you will reap later, right? So this is all about putting in good effort, good consistent time, cultivating the things that you want to see grow for the future. Very nice grounded energy. In the center, we do have our puffin spirit. This is the same as the Fool card. So there is that need to take the leap of faith, trust in the divine. Don't worry too much, Scorpio, right? Don't worry too much. That's what I feel like the Fool card is all about. It's letting go and letting the divine, letting spirit let things unfold as they're meant to unfold. You can't force it into being this week, right? Just work at the things that you know you can work on. Focus on the things that you do have the, control over, what you can cultivate, what you can nurture, what you can work on. And then don't worry about it, right? Let that worry or anxiety go. On our third card, we have the Dolphin Spirit, the Knight of Cups. So this can be about love this week. This could be about love offers, emotional offers, choices to go forward in a relationship or not. It's definitely strong water energy, Pisces. It is the potential for joy, for true romance. The thing that we always get into with the Knight of Cups, is that sometimes it's that real seductive energy too. So, use your intuition. Is this a solid love offer? Or is this just, somebody just trying to seduce me for now, I think you'll know the difference. Balance that out for yourself. On the bottom, we have our Shark Spirit. Do, 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 do. And baby shark, do, 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 do. It's the same as the Devil. Capricorn energy on this. So, setting yourself free from some sort of inhibition or bondage or something that held you back, working through some things there, Scorpio, because that is definitely Capricorn and Devil energy. It's a powerful card. It really, to me, always tells you to turn yourself free from something that isn't joyful, isn't fun, isn't bringing you the kind of light and happiness that you would really like to have in your life. So yeah, set yourself free from this. If you've got something that you're worried about, like if somebody's making a love offer your way, or even a job offer your way and you're not quite sure about it, use your intuition, take a little time. And if it's time to set yourself free from something, don't be afraid to do it. Don't be afraid to do it. This is a time to let go and let Spirit direct your path this week. Let's get into an affirmation for you. Ooh, nice. We got one of our magical animals coming up for you, Scorpio, this week. We got the Unicorn Spirit in your affirmations. Purity, wisdom, and action. You are being guided to have faith in yourself, the knowledge you possess, and the magic of the universe. You are where you are supposed to be. Feel your way through each segment of your life, is what it says. Like, feel your way through this. You will clearly see what your next move is and take action. Big results are the ripple effect of inspired action. So yeah, if you've got specific offers, specific things kind of opening up to you, use your intuition and feel your way through it. To me, the Unicorn Spirit is about purity of intention, right? That horn is sort of like the intention. It's like, I'm going to point this way and I'm going to go this way. And it is that sort of like, that really like truth in action, right? It's a truth in action. Because unicorns are connected with that sense of innocence, that childlike faith. Interestingly enough, the Fool card is also about that childlike faith and determination, but it's very focused, right? It's like you're going towards something with the best of intention and the best of understanding of what you would like to come. Yeah, it's really focusing on the highest and the best, to the best of your ability. And, that's all any of us can do. That's all any of us can do, right? Set those intentions high and then go in that direction, Scorpio. All right. Getting into Sagittarius. Take care, Bro Kai. Have a great night. Good week ahead. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what our fabulous Saggies are out there doing. Our wildfire children. Oh my goodness. Yes, they are. I'm going to tap these cards a little with the selenite wand here, guys. Let's get into it. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for Sagittarius coming through this week. Whatever messages for their highest good that they need to know. And please show us their main spirit animal guide for the week. Who's going to be working with them the strongest? Oh, I love this card. There's so many beautiful ones coming out tonight. The Koi Fish Spirit. There is always enough. This is a beautiful reminder of providence, abundance from spirit, resources being, enough to take care of you. This is also a great week to focus on manifestation, abundance manifestation, because a big reason, like we always see koi ponds or, koi aquariums in Asian culture. And the reason for that is because water is a symbol of prosperity, good fortune, and the koi is a symbol of longevity. So you're literally matching up. You're putting a symbol of longevity in that symbol of prosperity and good fortune and wealth, and you're bringing that into your living space or around your living space. And that's a very powerful symbol indeed. And koi, yeah, you take good care of them, they will live a long time. There's some beautiful koi ponds. Funny enough, I was just thinking I had a dream about being in Portland, Oregon last night, where I used to live. And they had a beautiful Japanese garden there with an incredible koi pond. That's a beautiful memory for me. So Sagittarius, koi fish spirit, prosperity and longevity coming together and reminding you that there is always enough. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Even if things are tight, even if money feels a little bit, terse this week, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's a nice reminder. Let's get into your tarot cards. Let's get your animal tarot on this, Sag. Let's get 3, please, for our Sagittarians. Nice. Really. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Woo! All right, we're starting out with our Condor Spirit, our King of Swords here. Strong Aquarius energy on this Sagittarius. So to me, this is like setting yourself free from some kind of worry, overthinking, overanalyzing something. Truth, brilliant mind, cutting through difficulty. King of Swords is a master strategist, somebody that always makes a really good plan from that logical, clear-headed place. So I would say before you make your big plans, before you, make a decision about something, make sure you're coming from it with a very clear, cool mind. Don't get involved or embroiled in a lot of drama or chaos or emotional messiness. Right in the center, we have our Caterpillar Spirit, 4 of Pentacles. So I do feel for a lot of my Sagittarians, yeah, this could be a week where, money is a concern, finances are a concern, because the 4 of Pentacles is sort of like, should I spend this? Should I do that? Should I invest this or should I not? It's a real back and forth kind of card. Sometimes it can lead to the little bit of that like stinginess or that feeling of like, holding on to something real tight because you're scared to let it go. So yeah, scarcity consciousness, material success, but also the fear of loss, right? So this can be a week where you're really balancing it out. Kind of like that caterpillar. Is it time to come out of the cocoon or not, right? So Sagittarius, fill this out. I think you're making some financial plans this week for a lot of y'all. The Walrus Spirit is in here too. We've got this 8 of Cups. And so this is abandonment. This is escape. This is leaving something behind that has not been either financially, emotionally, or, psychologically fulfilling to you. This could be a situation where maybe you were going to make a major purchase. Maybe you were doing some investing and you decide to walk away from it because it just doesn't seem or feel right. Listen to your intuition though, because it might, depending on your situation, depending on what it is that you're doing. It might not. But I will tell you, Saggy, this is a week ahead where we do have a Mercury retrograde still in effect. I wouldn't make any big financial decisions or purchases this week until that's over, simply because once the retrograde goes direct on the 22nd, your mind might really change about it. So this almost feels like you're getting ready to do something and then you kind of go, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But this is just a good reminder that, things are going to be okay. Listen to your intuition and listen to your clear, conscious mind. Look at the actual facts, figures, and details that you have in front of you to make those good decisions. The Rooster Spirit, 3 of Wands, is on the bottom of the deck. So to me, this is like letting things come to you, right? You may have already done quite a bit of investing. It might just be time to let those investments come back to you a little bit before you make more of them. That's a good advice for the week. So let's get into an affirmation for you, Sagittarius. You might want to visit a koi pond too if you get a chance. If there's a fish pond nearby, Saggy, go hang out. It's very peaceful. It's very meditative feeling. And we have our elk spirit coming up. Love it. I had a dream about an elk last night. It was very powerful. Stamina, awareness, tenacity. Yeah, stick to your guns. Stick to what you know is true and what's solid for you. You're being guided to keep your eyes, mind, and heart on your desires. Marshal your power to follow through and break free from discomfort. Expand and stretch yourself in ways you never thought possible. You are a teacher and student of life. So yeah, if you're contemplating some kind of major financial move or investment this week, you might want to put it off. You might want to put it off until we get out of that Mercury retrograde. I think you're going to do the right thing. I think it's more of a chance you're going to walk away from some kind of deal or something that doesn't feel quite right to you. If it doesn't feel quite right, I would definitely take off. I wouldn't. Not with those cards. Says the Capricorn. We're all about the making the financial decisions. Yep. Hey there, Nancy. Good to see you in the chat. Oh, we're doing good. We're about to get into our goaty sign. Let's see what's happening with us goats. Capricorn. Hope my goats are good. We got so much goat energy in this chat. I love it. It's goat time. Let's get it, Capricorn. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us what you have for us Capricorns, for us awesome goats out here. Let's see what messages that we most need to hear for this week ahead. Please show us anything we need for our higher good. And let's please start out with one main spirit animal that will be attending Capricorn strongest this week. Last week it was the crow. I remember that was the crow for Capricorn last week. That was pretty awesome. Woo, these are jumping. Just one, please, guys. Just one for Capricorn. I don't need 10. I just need one. Oh, they're like, no, we want to call come out. All right. Ooh, yeah, I like it. Dolphin spirit. Always love to see the dolphin spirit come out. This is a spirit of playfulness, fun, love, community, affection being shown and given back and forth. The message on this particular card is this and that are true. So be willing to see other people's perspective, right? Don't do the goat thing where it's like only my way is right way. No one else has got the best idea about this but me. Listen to other people as well this week, Capricorn. It's very important. It's going to help go a long way to making things happier, more peaceful, and more fun. Capricorns need more fun in their life. All right, let's get into your spirit animal tarot for the week, Capricorn. Let's see what we've got. Nice. Woo! Oh, Capricorn, are you kicking something or someone's out of your life this week? Condor Spirit, King of Swords, strong Aquarius energy on this reading. So this is freedom, it's higher vision, it's making good choices, it's our master strategist and planner, making decisions from a clear, cool perspective. Our ruling planet Saturn is currently in Aquarius. Just gonna put that out there too. Truth, final authority, brilliant mind. Yeah, staying cool, clear, and detached from the drama. And here comes the drama. Right in the middle is our Lion Spirit. There's our Strength card. You may be dealing with someone who's very emotional this week, or you may be the one that's more emotional and they may be more clear and cool. It might be bugging you a little bit. Mind over matter, love wins out, and mastery. The Strength card is actually one of my favorite cards. It's the number 8 in the tarot of the major arcana, and it is about the balance between our physical manifestation, our more powerful, intense emotions, and our spiritual center, right? It's those two things coming together and working together in harmony, hopefully. And I think it's also interesting because the King of Swords is very Aquarian, and the Lion is very Leo. Strength is very Leo. So that's a balance there. Love given and love received. I think this is a week, Capricorn, where it's very important to take in the feelings of your love partner, your loved ones, family members, kids, whoever it is that you're very emotionally connected to in life, and see it both ways. See it from the more emotional and spiritual center, but also see it from that rational, logical perspective as well. This is an interesting balance. Love given versus love received. It should be a reciprocal flow this week. We do have the the fly spirit, the 5 of Swords, right? That's why I said, are you kicking something out of your life this week? Someone or something, because that 5 of Swords is many times that feeling of standing up and fighting for something, making that choice between should I continue to stand up and fight for this or should I turn and walk away from it, right? 5 of Swords can often as well be people that are not very altruistic, to say the least. People that lack integrity, people that take shortcuts, people that don't mind stepping on other people to get ahead. Capricorn, if you find yourself tempted to engage in any of that kind of behavior, don't let that be you. Walk away from that mess, right? Swat that fly. Not worth engaging in situations like that. And we do have the Walrus card, you know, the 8 of Cups on the bottom. And this is that leaving behind of things that are not emotionally or spiritually fulfilling. So I do feel that if there are situations like that that are kind of sketchy in your life, you're gonna let that go. You're gonna walk away from it. It's like, that's not worth it. Even if most of it seems okay, there might be just that one missing piece that wasn't the right fit for you. Could be a job, could be a relationship. Take it as it resonates to you. But it's definitely swat that fly. Do what's right for you. Stand up, you know, in a place of integrity, honesty, truth. Don't get drugged down into negative people or situations that are sketchy. Yeah, that just don't seem completely above board. Let's get into an affirmation for you for the week, Capricorn. I love it. Scorpio had this one as well. The Unicorn Spirit, one of our magical animals in this deck. Like I said earlier, the unicorn is that intention, that spiritual and pure intention, right? It's innocence. It's going towards the highest and best and having that very strong focus. Purity, wisdom, action. You're being guided to have faith in yourself, the knowledge you possess, and the magic of the universe. You are where you're supposed to be. Feel your way through each part of your life. You will clearly see your next move and take action. Big results are the ripple effect of inspired action. So Capricorn, definitely come from a place of purity, you know, wisdom, a sense of innocence, right? The unicorn to me brings back that sense of innocence and wonder. And it's really focusing on the highest levels of integrity and purity of intention. So I like that. Yeah, stay in a high vibe this week. Listen to your loved ones. Take their opinions in, you know, because they've got their feelings too. And don't see things too black and white. Bring it into balance this week, Capricorn. That's nice. Yeah, Dolphin Spirit. Play a little bit more this week. Have a little more fun. Take some time off from work if you need to. Yeah. All right. Yes. Capricorns. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we don't like gray, do we? We like to know if things are on or off. We are just not wired for vague answers or ambiguity. Thank you so much for that blessing, Krista. Always appreciate you, sweetheart. Aw, thank you. All right, Aquarius, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on for my Aqua folks this week. Oh my goodness. Ah, dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we've got for Aquarius for this week coming up. Any messages that they need for their higher good? And please let's see one main spirit animal guide that will be attending and helping Aquarius the most this week. Giraffe spirit, I love it. See the big picture. Always a favorite energy of mine. And Aquarius, you are about seeing the big picture. You're a sign of the future. You're a sign of, you know, kind of being ahead of the curve many times. Like you can see trends or things coming in the mass consciousness before they quite get there. So definitely remember, if you've been seeing things very close up, very tiny, if you've been getting worried about, you know, the day-to-day details, don't. This is not the week for that. This is a week for seeing the big picture, looking out and seeing, you know, the work that you're doing now is going to have a big effect over time on what's coming down the road for you. Very, very nice. Let yourself daydream a little bit about the future. I know that's probably something a lot of Aquarians naturally do, but if you haven't allowed yourself to do that for a minute, that could actually be really fulfilling and sort of just a thing that makes you feel kind of good inside. Let's get into your animal tarot, please. Let's get 3 on this for Aquarius for the week ahead. Oh, what a nice week. Woo! Aquarius. Polar bear spirit. The star is coming out. I'm loving this, guys, because the star card is the Aquarius power card in the major arcana. So this lines up directly with you. This is healing, hope, gifts from spirit, a better future ahead, hard times clearing away, going into the potential of your hopes and dreams coming true. I love to see this. Second card out is the Seal Spirit. So 10 of Cups. For those of my Aquarians that are in a love relationship, this is a beautiful week for that, because the 10 of Cups is lasting happiness, lasting love, success, and divine blessings. So you may actually be sort of clearing out of some old energies and really seeing the future of love, the future of relationships, the future of your personal happiness coming through. Whether you're experiencing that just now or you have a real sense of what that's going to be like in the future. That's a very, very nice couple of cards. We also have the bald eagle spirit coming up with our emperor energy. That's very strong Aries on this. And so to me, this is about taking bold action, stepping into that leadership position, and being bold, not being afraid, you know. And even if you are a little bit afraid or nervous, this is like, I'm going to take the steps necessary to get me where I want to go. Really taking control and leadership over your life going into the future. This is such a nice reading. These cards are just beautiful. On the bottom, we have the Pangolin Spirit, the 5 of Pentacles. And so this can be that card that makes you feel like you're worried about being, you know, left out in the cold, being cut off from source, cut off from your love. You might be feeling lonely. You might be going through a bit of a dark night of the soul, Aquarius, but I want you to remember to see the bigger picture this week. There's some beautiful, beautiful stuff coming through in this read. You're represented very strongly here, and I feel like all that it takes for you this week to start, you know, going in the direction of your dreams or continue your journey in the direction of your dreams is your own inspired action. That's why this Emperor card, this Eagle card is coming through, because it's reminding you that you are powerful, that you do have what it takes to get where you want to go. Very, very nice. This is a great reading. Love it. Let's get into an affirmation for you, Aquarius. The cougar, yes, another very powerful, you know, go get it kind of energy. Assertive, wise, and decisive. You're being guided to be attentive towards the universal nudges in your life. Make your decisions, take the risk, step outside of the comfort zone. If you change your approach, you change your direction. Each inspired action taken will deliver you to your heart's desires. And there is the heart's desires. There's that star card. So absolutely, it's a week of taking action towards your future, towards your bigger goals, seeing the bigger picture, not getting too trapped up in the everyday minutiae, right? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, guys. And we're going to finish up with Pisces. And for anybody that has a personal question or wants a personal on-the-spot reading done, I can do that for you. It's a $10 donation minimum. So just let me know. I will be wrapping this up with our last sign of Pisces. And if anybody's out there that wants to have an answer to a question done, just let me know and I will do that for you after we finish Pisces. All right, so here we go, fishies. Let's see what's going on with our beautiful Pisces this week for your spirit animal messages. Let's get some cards on this for you. Dear Pisces, yes. Spirit animals, guides, guardians, and friends, please show us our beautiful Pisces. What is coming through for them this week? Please show us any messages that they need to see for their highest good. And please let's start with one main spirit animal that will be working with them the most this week. Oh, I like that for you guys. I really do. Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. So to me, I really like that, of course, for Pisces, because it is, you know, that balance of water and earth, you know, because the turtle is, it's earthy and it's grounded, but it's also a creature that, you know, lives and needs the water as well. So this is a very nice energy. Take it one day at a time. Don't rush. Don't feel a need to be pushed. If anyone's pushing you, Pisces, put down that boundary and say, nope, I need to have my time. I need to have my space. There's also a mothering energy around the turtle. There's a mother spirit, you know, and in indigenous culture, the continent of North America is called Turtle Island. So there really is, there's a lot of deep connections around that turtle energy. Love it. It's also protective, right? Because you can pull into that little shell. If you need to do that, Pisces, and protect yourself and put up some personal boundaries this week, absolutely do it. Don't let people push you into things that you're not ready to do yet. That's what I would say about that. And take it slow. Like if things feel overwhelming or if you feel like things are just so quick you can barely keep up, take a breath, slow it down. Don't worry about it. Don't push the river. This is a more challenging week ahead. We're still in Gemini season. We're in a Mercury retrograde in Gemini. That puts a lot of pressure on my Pisces. It definitely does. So keep that in mind, guys. Take a little time. Take a breather. Don't push. Don't stress. Let's get into some animal tarot for you. Let's pull 3 on this for our Pisces, please. Nice. Yeah, I would say that this is a week of greater happiness, difficult cycles coming to an end, and really using your intuitive strength. Raccoon Spirit coming up, Page of Wands, enthusiasm, free spirit, new ideas. Page of Wands is very childlike energy. It's very Aries. You might be, this is a good week to play. A good week to play, a good week to have a little bit more fun, bring a little bit more joy, get a little silly, you know, just kind of let your hair down this week, Pisces. Absolutely. Page of Wands, new beginnings. It's a childlike energy. If you have pets or kids, just play with them, have fun with them. In the center, we have the Scarab Spirit. That is that 10 of Wands. And so that's why I feel like this is a week as well where some difficult cycles are coming to an end, or you may be choosing to let go of some of those burdens, right? Especially if you've been working yourself really hard, Pisces, or been almost taking on more than you can handle. This is the week to kind of set that down, let that go. This is an end of a difficult cycle, not the beginning of one, right? In the outcome, our third card is our Spider Spirit, the High Priestess, and this is just that lunar energy. It's very beautiful. It's ruled by the moon. It's inner knowing. It's very strong intuition. It's walking that sort of mystical path, which Pisces, you definitely do. So it's bringing back greater balance, intuition, secret knowledge. Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself spiritually and physically and emotionally. If you've got decisions to make or you have someone pressing on you and you're not quite ready to make the move, put your boundaries down. Do the turtle thing. Put your shell up, tuck your feet in, your head in, and just go, Pisces is not open for business. Aha, there's the goat. Pisces, we've got our Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Look at that. This is reciprocal energy coming in, equal give and take. And Pisces, I definitely feel that if you have been doing all the work and getting none of the rewards or the benefit, that goat spirit, that Six of Pentacles is coming in to balance things out. And it might surprise some people. It might surprise some people because you might be saying, you know what, I've done enough. And they might be, well, Pisces always just gave and gave and gave, and now the ATM window is closed. Do what is right for you, Pisces. Do what is right for you. Put up those personal boundaries. Have more fun and listen to your intuitive information this week. Very nice read for my Pisces. Let's get an affirmation on this for you. Yes, look at that elk spirit coming up. Had a dream about the elk last night. It was impressive. Elk is huge and they are strong. Stamina, awareness, tenacity. You're being guided to keep your eyes, mind, and heart on your desires. Marshal your power to follow through and break free from discomfort, like people taking you for granted. That would be one of them. Expand and stretch yourself in ways you never thought possible. You are a teacher and student of life. Woo! Very nice. Very nice, fishies. I like it. All right, guys. I think Corianne said she just sent a PayPal for a personal question. So let me just take a quick break. I'm gonna also get out my other cards to do those for you because I will use my my tarot for that, for the personal questions. And anybody that's interested in having a personal question answered, $10 or more minimum donation, and we will do those. Just a second, I will be right back. All right, y'all. Hope you're doing good. Let's get the tarots out here. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, let's do these. Let's do these. Do some angel affirmations. There we go. All right, so Corey Ann, I'm excited to do a little mini read for you. Let's see what we've got for you. So Corey, what is your question? What's your question tonight for the dragon? I'll spray a little of my holy water here. Burn a little bit of sage for you, sweetie. Just gonna clear the energy from all the general reads that we just did too. Okay, so it's love question, Corey, about a Leo. All right. Love question about a Leo. Let's see what we've got. I'm just gonna do my basic love reading for you here on this. Is this something that's new? I'm getting a feeling it's a little more new. All right. Dear angels, archangels, guardians, guides, ancestors, please show me what you've got for our dear Corey Ann. Their question about love, a question about a Leo, please. Let's see what you want to show me about this relationship dynamic. Okay, so there's change in the air, Corey Ann. That is the main key word about this relationship. Right? Yeah, so there's changes afoot, I would say. Let's see what's on the bottom, too. A little bit of a standstill. This is an interesting balance because change feels like movement. And yet on the bottom, there's that standing still. So you might feel like there's a bit of a holding pattern going on. Like it's sort of like things will move forward and then they stall out and then they move forward again and then they stall out. So the advice that I would give around those two cards coming up is that, you know, I would say give it a little time. Give it a little time because, you know, it may be this on and off balance. And it's important to feel it out. So let's see what your energy is about this relationship. Let's see what your energetic feeling is. Yeah, oh my gosh, you are so much on the limbo here, Corey Ann. There's that awakening, the hanged man. It's Neptune energy. So you're kind of like, should I not, right? It's, you know, this is that feeling like, you know, one thing hasn't completely ended its cycle and the next thing hasn't completely come into being. So you're definitely in that standstill position where it's like, part of you really wants a change here, but then part of you is like, I don't know. And you're kind of looking at it from different ways of seeing it. You're sort of like, well, let me look at it through this, you know, lens, and let me look at it through that lens. That's how you feel about this. And you may also be sensing, you know, that he's kind of on the fence, but you are too. There's a definite temporary pause for reflection and insight. No wonder that standstill card came up. Let's get a clarifier on the Hanged Man, please. Ace of Cups, but yeah, see, this is why you haven't completely let it go yet, because there's a big cup of love here, and it feels pretty nice, right? This feels like happiness, potential for something really beautiful, really sweet to come out of it, and you have a lot of love to give. That's the thing, and that's why you're sort of like, I'm not sure if I want to just, you know, throw that out there right now, you know, or not, because you have a lot of love to give. All right, so let's get into his energy. Let's see what his stuff is like. Let's see what Mr. Leo's got going on here. Ace of Pentacles. So this guy could actually be focused a lot on his money. He could be really focused on making money. He could be even between jobs or in, you know, like transitive jobs or going towards a new job or waiting for a job to open up. There's something about money, something about resources. Money could be getting better for him, you know, with the Ace of Pentacles, but there's definitely a focus on the coins. On the coins. Let's see what the clarifier is on the Ace of Pentacles here. And the Star. Wow, this guy, he's independent. I will say that too. And he's really focused on making some kind of specific dream, hope, or goal come true. And I think it really is financial or career oriented. That's like where this guy's focus is right now. Yeah, really strongly. All right, so let's see how you feel about him. Let's see how you're feeling about this guy. Page of Wands. Oh, you might feel like he's kind of immature, Corey. You might feel like he's a little bit of a, maybe a little bit of a player. I don't think in a big bad way, but just not serious enough. That's, I feel like, what you really kind of have this sense. It's like this guy needs to freaking grow up. He's fun, right? He's enjoyable. Your energy is high when you're around him and it feels really fun. It feels really happy, but it's like he needs to grow up. That's the feeling that I really have coming from you towards him. Two of Wands. Oh my gosh, girl, you, oh, this is a lot of Aries. This is a lot of Aries going on. Oh my God. Both of these are very youthful cards. So your feeling about him is there's really this need to get serious, to make some decisions, to not be acting like such a little kid. Like, that is big time coming from you. Like, you're just like, like, but Corey, if you've got a Capricorn stellium in that chart, I will tell you that that's going to be a feeling for you, for real, towards a lot of people, is like, what the heck, grow up. The heck is this childish nonsense? In a way, though, it's like it's a double-edged sword, right? On one hand, you like that playful energy because it probably keeps you from feeling so serious, right? Because sometimes with all that Capricorn, it's like we got so serious and we really love it when someone can help lighten us up. But then at the same time, it's also just like, oh, for goodness sakes. It's like a little bit of lighthearted play is fun, but not too much, right? Not too much. Let's see what his feelings are towards you. What are Mr. Leo's feelings towards our Corey Ann? Aw, he knows he let you down. He does. He knows he let you down. It's the Five of Cups. Yeah. I think that he's sad. I think that he is actually a little bit down about it. It's like there's that sitting by the river of tears, crying over things that have happened in the past, but yet the Two of Cups is still here, so there is still that love. There is still that care. That's an interesting balance, but I think he knows he let you down. He probably let himself down around it too, right? It's, ooh, he's got to forgive himself, you know, especially if you've already kind of forgiven him for things. He needs to forgive himself too. Let's see what the clarifier is towards you. Seven of Wands. Oh, this is interesting. The way he feels about you is he can't BS with you too much, because the Seven of Wands is like that fiery person that's like, they're going to fight for what's right for them. And he knows that you will only put up with so much. He knows that, right? And so he does see you as a little bit formidable. And he knows that if he doesn't do right, it will let you down. It will get your dander up, and you will grab that wand and smack him upside the head. You know, it's like he knows that he can't really play that way with you. Use options too. That's the prize plan on piece of, as my friend Sam calls it, pile of fish. Yeah, right. Yeah, and there's definitely like you are standing up like Gandalf. You shall not pass. Right. It's like he knows that in order to come back into your life, he can't do that stuff anymore. Right. And that's, I think, probably part of the impasse. Part of the impasse. Let's get into the pros. We're going to look at the pros and cons. We're going to look at the positives first. What are the good things that bring you two together? It does. Wow. I feel like in a way things are kind of on hold. Things are kind of on hold here, Corianne, with this Four of Swords. Um, Kind of the best thing that you do for each other currently is give each other a relaxing space. Kind of interesting. It's almost like I get a feeling that you're able to sort of relax around each other and calm things down a little bit. And there's sort of an unspoken understanding. You don't have to explain yourselves tremendously to each other. And it does give a feeling of peace, relaxation, calm, steadiness, regrouping. Very interesting. Let's see what we've got clarifying this Four of Swords in the pro position. Queen of Cups. Yeah, this is real intuitive. This is real intuitive. It is very relaxing. And, you know, it's like one of those things that I kind of feel like it's weird, but y'all let your guard down around each other more than you do around other people. Because our Queen of Cups always keeps that lid on that cup, right? But when you're around each other, it's sort of like you're willing to let your guard down a little bit more. And I also feel right now, especially for you, you may be sort of testing those boundaries with him a little bit, where it's sort of like, well, how much can I let you in, right? Because the Queen of Cups is discerning about how much she shares of herself with someone. That's wild. Let's get into the difficulties, the obstacles, the challenges. I think you've already spelled them out a little bit, and those Aries cards definitely spell it out, but let's see if we can get a little bit deeper into that. What are the roadblocks that gotta be overcome in this connection here? The moon, yeah, there's things that haven't been clearly defined. There's things that haven't been clearly defined. When the moon is here, there can be cloudiness, potential deception. I don't feel that this is a person that's like a nasty, deceiving person. This isn't like Seven of Swords. It's not like they're outright lying or being really dishonest, but I feel like there's a lot of blurry lines. There's a lot of blurry lines. Like you need things to be more clear cut, more, you know, clearly defined for you to be happy. That's the big challenge. So let's get a clarifier on top of this. And it does. It makes you feel worried. It makes you feel kind of ill at ease when you don't really know the full story about things. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Two of Swords. It's like make a decision. That's what's really got everything at an impasse. It's this indecisive energy. You know, he may be doing the thing where it's like he wants to have his cake and eat it too, you know, and that's never fun. And there's something that's blocking like this more clear-cut, clearly defined, you know, decision. And that's what the blockage is. Until there's more clarity, until there's just more transparency and truth, and he really makes a clear-cut decision one way or another, it's going to continue to feel challenged. That's what's going on right in the center. Let's get the best approach to this. Gemini moon is so hard, Corianne. I almost am like, just don't even play with that. It's because it's just too like, they want both. They want both. You know, they want to have both sides of the deal. It's too challenging for me with my Capricorn moon. I'm like, just make a freaking choice. It's like, you want me, you want me. If you don't, just let me, yeah, just I'm moving on. Oh, yeah, I think here we go. Here we go. This is the advice you might not want, but you need, right? Is the Four of Cups here. I would not put my life on hold for this guy. Straight up. I would not put my life totally on hold. If he's making you an option, just make him an option. Don't make him a priority. I would continue to meet and talk with other people, but don't sit under that apple tree for this guy. Don't sit there forever, because this is coming out of, you know, complacency, apathy, you know, while there's other, you know, other people or other things tapping you on the shoulder like, hey, Corianne, I want to talk to you. And you're focused on this dude. It's like you can't do both. So I would definitely get up from under that darn tree. I'd never give that. Don't put yourself on hold. Oh, don't put yourself on hold for someone that won't make you a priority. That is like my biggest thing. Especially, you know, not just with women, men both, you know, whatever it is in relationships, if they're not willing to make you a priority, don't make them one, right? If all you are is an option, then that's all they're gonna get, right? This is the reciprocal energy. Yeah, totally. See, there's always, you know, there's always gonna be options here, Corey. Hey, Sharon Lee. There she is. There she is from Nasty Woman Tarot. I love her. Everybody, please go check out Nasty Woman Tarot and subscribe to them. They are an absolute treat. And I'm looking forward to working with them in the future. All right, Corey, let's get a clarifier on this Four of Cups for you in the suggested approach position. Three of Cups. Yes, see? It's time, Corey. Look at that. Look at that. We're getting out from under that darn apple tree. Look at the Three of Cups he's sitting there focused on and that one behind him. And here we've got the Three of Cups clarifying that card. So absolutely, this is time. Go out, have fun, get with your friends, kick up your heels, go on those dates. Don't sit and wait for this dude. Like, have some fun. Like, have some damn fun. Yeah, you know, keep the party train moving. Keep the party train moving. Oh, people like that just expect us to sit around and wait and wait and wait for them. It's not fair. It's not fair. And you know, if they're not waiting for you, you shouldn't wait for them. It's just the way it is. It's like, and even if it hurts, trust me, I know how that is. I've been in that position so many times. Oh, and it sucks, right? Straight up sucks. It's not enjoyable to feel like, but I really care for you, but you just keep putting me on hold. So you know what? But it's really about loving yourself. It's really about loving yourself and valuing yourself. That's what it gets down to. And it says, you know what? I love myself more than what I'm going to keep putting on this dude, right? Or this gal, you know? Because it can definitely go both ways. It can go any which way. Let's get an outcome, potential outcome on this, please, for Corey Ann with this Leo. Oh, and you know how Leos can be. Especially the unenlightened Leos. It's all about them, right? Yeah. Ooh, that one wanted to flip out. Let's get another one. Yeah, I think that you're gonna let go. This is a difficult cycle coming to an end. The card that flipped out was the Temperance card, balance, Sagittarius energy. 10 of Wands came out there too. So I feel like this is a burden that it's time to put it down. If you've been working at it, it's time to put it down. Time to put it down and come back into balance. This is also reminding you you're so much stronger than you know. You have so much more that you can be doing. We also on the bottom had the transformation card. So this is about pulling down some old scaffolding that's not working out. Yeah, this can be that tower time. It's time to take your power back. Let's get a clarifier on this outcome here. Yes, look at that. I feel like, yeah, King of Pentacles on the bottom. We had the Two of Cups on top of this. Corey, I feel like with this combination, it's like when you come back to balance and you put down this old burden, like you clear the way for better connections, better relationships, better love offers to come through. And it's also kind of that proving ground. If you take your energy back, he's going to know it. He's going to know it, and then he'll have to make a decision based on that. Wow. You know, King of Pentacles on the bottom. I almost feel like you really need somebody that's more earthy, more stable, more grounded. This is the Taurus power card right here, King of Pentacles. Somebody that's earthy, stable, knows what they want. I just am not the kind of person that can play around with people that don't know what they want. And it's because they don't really know themselves well enough yet, you know? Some people take a longer time to figure that out than others, for sure, you know, and that's frustrating as heck. But I feel like, you know, this guy, yeah, he's a bit of a kid. He's very focused on himself. And in a lot of ways, that might not be a bad thing. But, you know, if you read the more, you know, negative side of that, it's like he's really just focused about, you know, enriching himself, you know, his own goals, his own thing. He's not really thinking about bringing anybody else along right now. You know, he's really just focused on his thing, on his stuff. And so, you know, it's kind of like with people, you have to let them do their cycle. You have to let them do their thing. And to you, that seems really immature because it seems really selfish, right? It seems really self-centered to you from your perspective. It's like, you know what? It's not all just about us. It's not just about yourself. It's about everyone around you too. But definitely don't wait on this. Don't wait on it. If he's meant to come around, he'll come around. But until he's really ready to give you authentic, clear, transparent answers and make a big decision there, mm-mm, mm-mm. And he knows. He knows he messed up with you. Don't think he doesn't. He does. And I think part of what it is, the reason that he's playing around on Pile of Fish is because it's easier to go do that and get a temporary ego boost by having, you know, girls pay attention to him. It's easier to go do that than to be accountable and really give you the high quality apology that you need, right? That is. So let me get an affirmation on this. Let me pull a couple of our angel cards on this for you. Yeah. Oof. Perfect timing. Divine timing ordained by the angels is never too late or too early, right? I would definitely trust in that, you know. I always will say to people in any love reading I do, what's meant to be ours will be ours. Who is meant to be in our life will be in our life. If they want to be in our life, we really don't have to, you know, worry too much, right? We don't have to worry or fret too much because they will be in our life. Even if it takes some time, even if there's different roads we got to go down and lessons we have to learn along the way, something's going to come back. So divine timing is a part of all of this. The second card I pulled was Heaven's Messages. Your loved ones in heaven want you to know they're safe, protected, and reunited with family and friends. So your ancestors are also playing a role in this. They're like, hey, girl, listen to us. Don't worry about this. We will help you out. So definitely talk to your ancestors as well, Corianne. They're kind of giving you the high to say, hey, we're here to help you out. But I feel like once you put this burden down, once you come back into balance, this is such a nice outcome right here with our Temperance card over here. This is that moving forward. Definitely Sagittarius. 10 of Wands, setting that burdensome cycle down, and that Two of Cups coming through. I feel like once you do that, like better love offers start to come through. of a more earthy, solid nature, you know. That's the thing that we can get really caught up in, is feeling like there's only one soulmate or only one person for us in the whole world. And the truth is, there are more than one soul connection for us in the world. I've experienced that in my life very, very strongly. And if one of them doesn't treat you right or isn't willing to make you number one as much as you're willing to make them number one, let them go, move on, because there will be something better. And sometimes those kind of things are just meant to like get us to wake up to the fact that we can have a soul connected love, you know. And even if they're not the one, they're almost like a precursor to someone who is. It's really nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's happened to me before too, Corey. We can't always know. Sometimes our radar isn't working. Yeah. You're gonna be fine though. You're gonna be fine. This is, don't fret too much over this one. I have a feeling he's gonna figure out sooner or later that only thinking about yourself just ends up getting you that lonely Scrooge McDuck existence. You might be diving into your pile of gold, but you're gonna be doing it by yourself. Or you're doing it with someone that doesn't love you for you. They just love you for the external stuff, which isn't real love, right? Yeah, that's so funny, Corey. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. All right, guys. If there's anyone else that wants a personal question answered, just let me know. I'll sit and chat with you for a little longer here to see if anyone else wants to do that. But after that, we'll just wrap it up. We had a good night. It's time for me to powder my nose. I'm getting a little oily. Yeah, I'm getting a little of that shine going on here. Yeah, gotta powder it up. How many tarot readers powder their nose on their live streams? I don't know. Probably not too many. Oh, yeah, it's warm in here today. I got to turn the air back on. Mostly it's just extremely humid. Oh, you watched Raya last night, Gwen? Isn't that freaking... Oh, that movie. Doesn't it get you, like, right in the heart space? That movie is incredible. It's powerful, isn't it? It's like, oh, man. Oh, thanks, Krista. Thank you so much for moderating tonight. I really appreciate you being here. It helps so much. It helps so much to have you here doing that for us. Yeah. The balance between like caution and trust. The balance there. Oh, the ending is so beautiful though, when all the dragons come flying over. I'm like, oh, the dragons. That's just so happy. I don't care if they gave us the happy, cheesy, good ending. I wanted the happy, cheesy, good ending there. There's too many sad endings in dragon stories. There really are. There's too many sad endings in dragon stories. I'm like, just give me the freaking happy dragon ending. That's how I felt about the Aragon books. Like, what the heck was that business? It was like, those books were great. Like, those books were so good. They made a really crappy movie out of the first one, Aragon. But the ending sucked. Like, I read all 4 of those books, and then I'm like, the ending, I was like, for real? I'm like, that? No. It was just no. It's like, I don't even want them to make movies out of that if they're going to keep the ending the same. It's like, I read all those books just for that? Why did, what? It's like the end of The Princess Bride where you know, like the uncle or the, you know, reads, like the grandpa reads the end of the book and he doesn't read the whole end and the kid's like, "No, read it right. Do it right." That's how I felt reading those books. I'm like, "Do it right. You didn't do it right. Back up and do it better. Do it again." I'm a big fan of writing your own endings to stories. True. Yeah, HP. I feel that. Yeah. I'm like I said, I'm really glad that Disney took the risk on Raya and the Last Dragon because it's not like their typical format. It wasn't a musical. It wasn't like a typical fairy tale princess story. It's more like warrior princess, and it was really more creative and unique because it reminded me a little bit of the same aesthetic with Atlantis, you know, like it was an adventure, you know, kind of story that wasn't a musical or a fairy tale in that way. It's definitely more like fantasy, sci-fi kind of, you know, realm. Oh no, Corey, you hit a big buck. Oh, are you and the deer okay? I hope. That's scary. That's scary. I've been through areas of the country where those deer will just come flying out. I've thankfully never been in a crash with one, but yeah, it can be really unnerving. Yeah, he's probably okay. Yeah. They can take a lot of impact, you know. They're kind of made for it. We're not. We're not, but they are, you know. Birds and deer and stuff like that. Yeah. He ran into you. Yeah. Yeah. I've heard of that too. Like they'll actually hit your car. Like it reminds me of Gilmore Girls when she was hit by the deer. She's like just sitting in her car at the light and the deer just hits her and she's like, "What the heck?" It's like I was hit by a deer. Yeah. 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 No, that can be intense. That can be so intense. Oh, it's like, way to get my attention there, buddy. Was bit by one. Wow. Slammed on the brakes, being knocked out of fog light. Oh my gosh. Where do you live, Corey Ann? What part of the country do you live in? Oh, no worries, David. When the going gets weird, the weird turn professional. That's what Hunter S. Thompson used to say. Yeah, yeah. Because they're strong. They're real. Oh, in Montana, yeah, definitely you're going to have the wildlife up there. Holy cow, yeah. Oh, yeah. You'll definitely have that. Wow. I'm glad you're okay, because sometimes that can be, yeah. Yeah, me too, David. Friend of mine brought up Hunter S. Thompson last week, and I was like, damn, he had a tough astrology chart. One of the toughest I've ever seen, honestly. It does not surprise me that he had kind of a difficult, crazy life. Yeah. He was a Cancer sun, Sagittarius moon, with the sun conjunct Pluto. Sun conjunct Pluto is intense. It's very tough. Very tough. Yeah, there you go. Hop the border, Corianne. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. How's the wolf population in Montana? The wolf population is something that's been really tough and really important. The wolves are important. They're real important, you know, because when you don't have enough wolves to take care of the deer population, it makes everything suffer. Calgary, yeah. Wow. Alberta, yeah. Mm-mm-mm. That's true, David. That's very true. Yeah, coyotes are definitely a thing too. Yeah, yeah. Well, they tore that house down right next to me. There's a big old rubble pile out there. It's insane. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, HP. Too many deer puts a lot of grazing pressure. And it makes things tougher for things like bunny rabbits that need the grass too. Yep. Yeah. To me, hunting is one of those things that's like I could only understand it if you're gonna be actually utilizing the meat and actually need it and all that kind of good stuff. I know we were supposed to see firefighters, Gwen, but they ended up doing a traditional demolition. We see what our priorities are in this chat. Everyone wants to see the firemen. Poor Jacqueline. Oh my God. she, um, they were going to burn it down, but they didn't do that because when they did the inspections, apparently, like the house was built when they still had asbestos in the houses. And so they said it's just too dangerous to burn it because that can aerate that asbestos into the air and then people are breathing it in and it's just not a good idea. So instead they did a traditional demolition. They didn't end up burning it down. They wanted to burn it down. That was what they wanted to do, you know, leading up to that, but they ended up not burning it down because it was just too dangerous to do that. Yep. Yeah. so so unfortunately the firemen are done with the house next door. They were out there a lot though. Oh, they were out there quite a bit for a long time. They were out there. They used that house as a practice prop for a while. For quite a while, they were out there climbing up on ladders and setting it on fire and setting off smoke bombs and using it as a practice house. It was pretty funny. It was really hilarious for a while. The firemen were out there all the time. Um, so yeah. But yeah, the house is definitely it is down now. It is smashed up. The only thing that they haven't completely got rid of yet is there's the big back porch that's still intact. There's funny enough the oven is left. I did a little video and I could see the oven and the chimney are still there. And very frustratingly, there's these big beautiful gardenia bushes. That are planted around that darn house, and they're still there, but they're so big, they're not easy to move. And me and my mom just wish that we could have those gardenia bushes. We wish that we could at least uproot one of them and plant them, you know, behind our house because, boy, when they bloom, they smell so good and they're so pretty. And oh. Love the gardenias. They're just incredible. And finding like a giant gardenia plant like that, it's their I guarantee what these folks do in the demolition, they've already scooped up a bunch of the old azalea bushes. They're just going to sell them. They're going to try to take those gardenias and sell them to somebody because you can get a lot of money for a nice big plant like that. Mm-mm-mm. Oh my goodness, David. You're in an intense place. Baltimore is, ugh, yeah. It depends on where you are, but in general, the city of Baltimore is pretty hard scrabble, and it always has been. It is not like that's just a new thing. Oh no. Even well before I was born, it's always been a dangerous city. My mom's dad, because that's where my mom's whole family is from. And oh man, like when my parents were up there visiting, when they had just gotten married, like they had their car broken into several times. Um, Unfortunately, like my mom's father, my grandfather, he got beaten up pretty bad once by like these young guys that broke into his place to try to rob him. Oh yeah, it's a thing. It's totally a thing. You have to be real careful in Baltimore because some areas are really sketchy and really dangerous, and some areas aren't so bad. Like some parts of it, not a problem. Yeah, there you go, David. Exactly. Like, at least a couple times my parents, like their windows were broken out. And it's so crazy because like they had nothing in there worth stealing. It's not like they were going to get anything. It's just rough. Yeah, you have to watch yourself in Baltimore. It's kind of sad because it's a cool old city. It really is. There's a lot of really interesting, deep things about it. That's where Edgar Allan Poe, his house was, and I think he's buried there too. Yeah, old Ed. I was born on the same day as Edgar Allan Poe, January 19th. So I got the Baltimore connection and I got the birthday connection to Mr. Raven Man. Yeah, there's a lot of cool old stuff. The harbor is really cool. I love the Baltimore Aquarium. A lot of Revolutionary War history. Fort McHenry is right off of the harbor there. Um, Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff in Baltimore. Yeah, gang cliques, bad people with guns. Yeah. There's just a lot of crime, a lot of break-ins, that kind of stuff that goes on there. It's a shame. It really is. I wish that could change at some point because there's a lot of really cool things there too. Dragon Gals Fire Hall Cross Continental Tour. Yeah, I like that idea, Krista. Hey Leslie, welcome to the chat. Oh yeah, Corianne, that's interesting because I experienced that when I lived in Oregon. I lived in Oregon for about 8 years, and there were so many freaking people from California moving up to Oregon all the time. So they're doing that in Montana too. That's interesting. Well, they get sick of paying them big prices. California is an expensive place to live, just like New York. The whole state is expensive just because it's California. Same with New York. It's like you're just going to pay more just because it's that state. It's a little bit wild. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, Corianne, all I can say is maybe the Montana winter will put some of them off. They might move up there during the summer and think Montana's great, and then once the winter comes, boom, they got the snow, and they're like, ah. I've had friends from Montana. They're like, oh yeah, you're digging your car out, you're digging yourself out, your house. A lot of times the Californians, they would love moving up to Oregon during the, summertime. And then during that, 5 or 6 months of the year when it's raining and cloudy, then they're like, heck with this, get out. Like, so, yeah. Yeah, right around that Salton Sea. That's a crazy story about the Salton Sea, isn't it, too? Yeah, I think that we're going to see a lot of environmental refugees out of the West Coast because of the forest fires. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of environmental refugees in the future, unfortunately, because of that. I don't know. Texas is a weird state. It's a really big state, too. That's why a lot of people are moving out to the South, moving to Atlanta, We continue to get a lot of people moving here. And it's because we don't have a lot of those major cataclysmic things here, which I am very grateful for in Atlanta. The worst thing we might go through is occasionally we can get some, you know, heavier thunderstorms, rainstorms. Sometimes we'll get the leftovers of tropical storms, but usually by the time it hits us, it's not that catastrophic. It's kind of rare for it to be really bad. We don't have rock slides, earthquakes. We don't have a lot of that. So that's why, you know, in spite of all its ups and downs, that it, you know, all cities have, but Atlanta, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. The weather is decent. You know, it's humid as heck in the summers, but you know, it's not too horrible. You know, I'm used to it because this is where I was born. It's where I grew up. Um, I really loved Oregon when I lived there, no doubt. It was beautiful. I wouldn't live there again because I think it's not as nice as it used to be. It's gotten way more expensive to live there. Yeah, we do have the Coca-Cola plant in Georgia. That's where it is. We have a pretty nice aquarium. I don't like it as much as the Baltimore aquarium, but I do like the Atlanta aquarium. It's quite beautiful, and there's a lot of sharks and cool stuff in there. It's big. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest aquarium in the country right now. It's large. That's for sure. Some giant tanks in that thing. William, I am the dragon. What do you mean talking to my dragon? I am the dragon. But lately, you know, I will say, because we do have our dragon spirits, absolutely. I highly recommend this deck. This is one of my favorites, if not my favorite dragon oracle deck. By Diana Cooper. This is a beautiful one. That black dragon from Saturn, that one I connect with on a big, big level. That one is amazing because, you know, there he is. There is that black dragon from Saturn, because that's my ruling planet as a Capricorn. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of interdimensional, outer dimensional dragon entities and spirits to connect with. They're great. Yeah, it's a thing. There's also a big book that you can purchase. I have as well that goes along with this card deck. Because yeah, our dragons are definitely coming through stronger and stronger. It felt like an earthquake here when they were pulling this house down next to me. Oh my goodness. A couple times throughout that process, it just shook the whole ground, shook the house. You know, actually, it was like maybe a year or 2 years ago, we had an earthquake in Atlanta. It was so weird. It wasn't like a strong, strong one, but it was strong for us. It was like a 2 or a 3, something like that. And it wasn't very, it was real weird. Like, I was laying down in the bed when it happened, and it was like, it felt like this ripple was going on. And I was like, what is that? And I like actually started jumping a little. I was like, am I jumping on my bed? What am I doing? It was the weirdest feeling. I was like, what was that? And then later I heard that there had been a small earthquake here. And I was like, whoa. I was like, so that's what that feels like. I felt like, I was like, am I doing that? Or it was so funny. Yeah, my earthquake experience wasn't too scary. It was more kind of comical. Oh yeah, no problem, William. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to connect with the dragons. There's a lot of good ways to connect with our dragon entities, but like I said, you know, for those of us like me, born in a dragon year, I'm born in the dragon year and the dragon hour in the Chinese cycle, and I'm a fire dragon, so I'm very dragony. Like, I really, sometimes my friends joke, they're like, she's more dragon than anything else, even more dragon than Capricorn. That's why I named my channel Dragon Tail. I was like, yeah, it's the Dragon Tail for sure. Dragon Tail. Shake your tail, dragon. Yeah, at some point, David, you might want to move from Baltimore. It would be a relaxing feeling, I think. I think it would be a relaxing feeling to go somewhere that's not as high crime or not as, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, Earth Dragon and a Solar Dragon. Yeah, there's Solar Dragons in this deck, William. There are. Yeah, because dragons connect to a lot of different elements for us. They connect to the planets. They connect to the elements. They connect to the galactic center and further out. So yeah, you're getting some nice energy. Yeah, there's my fire dragon. That's me right there. The fire dragon burns up the lower energies and negative vibrations around you. So nice. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. The sunshine, the solar energy. That could be what you're feeling there, William. Helps you to heal animals, healing the earth, healing, the habitat for animals. That's a really nice one to work with. I love these cards. So guys, next Sunday is the summer solstice. So instead of doing the usual, oh, here's another one for you, William, the golden solar dragon. There you go. That's another one you might really be feeling as well. There's a couple of solar connected dragons. Helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom, right? That's nice. So yeah, we're gonna have the summer solstice a week from tonight. So we'll probably, instead of doing the usual spirit animal readings, I'll be doing my seasonal solstice readings. We'll have a real good time with that. It is Charizard. I am a little Charizard. Yes, I am. That's nice. I like that they used the fire dragon for... No wonder I liked this deck. I was like, that looks like me. Hey. Yeah, but we'll definitely be pulling some dragon cards. I always pull dragon cards for our solstices and mid-seasonal Celtic observances. I always do that. All right, guys, well, have a great evening. Wonderful, as always, to hang out with you all. Hope you have a great week ahead. Oh, we're winding down the last week of spring, getting ready for summertime. Summertime. Yeah, we're getting ready for it. It does seem fast for the solstice to already be here, doesn't it? Doesn't it, Gwen? It really does. Oh, you're welcome, Corey. I'm so glad I could help. Hope that read gave you what you needed. I think it was very good. Yeah. Yep. No, we're going into the summer, going into our retrograde season big time. It's like once we hit into the summer, like all of our big outer planets are in our retrograde. So there's just a lot of review. Taking a little easier, taking a little sleepier, but it's a good feeling. Thanks, William. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, you take care too. So I'll be seeing y'all soon. We don't have a whole lot of big changes in the astrology right now through this week. We're continuing on with our Mercury retrograde through this week. But we don't have a whole lot of like major occurrences through this week. So it's kind of like steady as she goes. The biggest thing we're going to be dealing with is that stupid Mercury retrograde. But I might get on and live stream some piano playing because that was fun last week. I when I sit down and practice or play the piano, I might just throw the camera on because I'm gonna play my piano anyway, you know, so I might as well stream it, let people listen in and relax with it if they want to. Copyright strikes be damned. I had a few because I did play a few cover songs last week, but I don't care because I'm not monetizing it, so they're not gonna bother with me with that. It doesn't matter as long as they know you're not making any money off of it. Oh, I'm glad, David. Good. Good. That's what we're here for. We're here to lift our vibration up. And I do know how that is being a Capricorn. We can get heavy. We can get down real easy. Sometimes that's how I feel too. I might start out and not feel quite as good, but then, you know, you get going and you feel better afterwards. That's the way it works. Yeah. But thanks everyone for being here. I'll be seeing y'all soon. And take care. Have a good week. Take it easy, guys. Take it easy. You know, when we're doing this Mercury retrograde stuff, just don't push things too hard. Stay at home. Take those extra naps. Don't mess with things that you don't have to mess with this week. Just take it real easy. It's better for you if you do during these kind of transits. It's just my advice. And we are in that nice waxing moon, so that's a good thing too. That's a good thing too. Let things come to you. Do that Three of Wands business. Let things come to you rather than the other way around. Yes, dragons unite. And goats unite. That's for sure. You got a goat on your side. You got a good friend. Yes, Krista, we miss you when you're not here. We do. We need all our goats in the house. Keep order. Yep. All right, y'all. Take care. Have a wonderful night, and I'll be seeing you again very soon. Bye for now.